What are the best exercises to strengthen your shoulder? Hi, I'm Dr. Dave Candy, and in this video, I'm going to explain the best exercises to strengthen your shoulder, as well as why they're the best exercises. Now, your shoulder complex is a really complex joint. It's not just the ball and socket joint that everyone thinks about. It's actually made up of 4 different joints between your collarbone and your sternum, your collarbone and your shoulder blade, the actual shoulder joint itself, and then your shoulder blades moving on your rib cage. And so to effectively strengthen your shoulders, you have to think about all of those movements, not just movements at this joint right here. Now, the muscles that people commonly think of as their shoulders are called your deltoid. That's their anatomical name. And deltoid means triangular shaped. If you think like a river delta or the Delta Airlines logo, they're all triangular. And your deltoid muscle is actually made up of 3 different heads. And the heads are the anterior deltoid on the front, the lateral deltoid on the side, and the posterior deltoid in the back. Now, the anterior deltoid in the front, its function is to raise the arm up that way. The lateral deltoid on the side, its function is to raise the arm that way. And then the posterior deltoid in the back, its function is to extend the arm back that way, or if you're in a bent over position, it helps raise the arm out to the side that way. But you don't just move at the shoulder joint, that anytime you move your arm upwards, your shoulder blades also rotate upwards at the same time. And so you need to take into account the muscles that move your shoulder blades upward when you're strengthening your shoulder muscles. And so largely that consists of your serratus anterior, which is a muscle that sits underneath of your shoulder blade, as well as your upper trapezius here and your lower trapezius down in your back and between the shoulder blades. And together, those 3 muscles work to rotate your shoulders upwards. So anytime you're doing a shoulder strengthening exercise, you want to do exercises that allow your shoulder blades to rotate upwards while you're raising your arms. So how would you do that? Well, I mentioned that the anterior deltoids raise the arms out this way. So to do that, to strengthen them, you would use front shoulder raises or front deltoid raises. And you can do that with dumbbells. And starting with dumbbells at your sides and raising out in front of you up to shoulder level, and then coming down and raising up and then coming down. Now, this isn't purely an arm movement. If I just move my arms, that's about as far as I would get. You do have to allow your shoulder blades kind of tilt backwards some, especially if you're getting up slightly past shoulder level. So raising the arms like that, that strengthens your anterior deltoids. Now going out to the side to strengthen your lateral deltoids, you go out this way. And again, if you just move the arms, that's about as far as I can move comfortably without starting to get pinching in my shoulder. So you do need to allow your shoulder blades to rotate upwards. So again, this is just our movement here during this first couple degrees. To get up higher, you need to allow your shoulder blades to rotate upwards, going up like that. Now, with the position of your shoulder joint, if you go much above 90 degrees with your arms this way, you can start to pinch your rotator cuff tendons underneath the arch of the shoulder. And so it is important that if you're going to be going up significantly higher than 90 degrees, like going up over your head, that you have your thumbs facing upwards. That puts some external rotation in your shoulders and allows you to clear one of the bumps on the shoulder joint so that it doesn't pinch the rotator cuff tendon. So again, if you're just going up to about shoulder level, you can usually get away with this palms down movement. And that does target your lateral deltoid a little bit better. But if you are going to be going up above shoulder level, it's probably a better idea to have your palms facing forward or thumbs up. Now, what about your rear deltoids? The deltoids in the back, or the posterior deltoids back here, they extend your arm. So you can do arm extensions like that. But that's not a really functional exercise. Additionally, if you extend too far, or allow your shoulder blade to tilt forward when you're doing that, it can push the ball forward in the socket. So the way that most people strengthen them, and is probably a safer and better way to strengthen them, is to bend over or lean over an inclined bench and go out to the side like that. So that you're using your rear deltoids or posterior deltoids to raise the dumbbells out to the side. And then the final exercise, and probably realistically the way that you use your shoulders in everyday life, is just doing shoulder presses above the shoulder like that. Now it is smart to keep some external rotation in your shoulders. You'll notice that the dumbbells are behind my elbows here, and so that helps clear one of the bumps that pinches your rotator cuff tendons, helps clear it out from underneath the arch of the shoulder, so you can raise your arms up comfortably without pinching your rotator cuff tendons. You don't want to allow your arms to come forward like this. Now you can bring your elbows forward a little bit as well. You don't have to be right out to your side. So coming forwards in sort of a 45-degree angle is another way to do that. And that's more in line with really the anatomical position or the normal positioning of the shoulder joint anyway. So those are 4 exercises to help strengthen your shoulder muscles. Now, one thing that we haven't mentioned is your rotator cuff muscles. And those are really important for preventing injury because they do help keep the ball of your shoulder centered in the socket as you move your arm. And that's not typically what people going to the gym think of as shoulder strengthening exercises, but they are really important to avoid injury to your shoulder. And I've made a whole nother video about how to strengthen your rotator cuff muscles. So I'll refer you to that video instead to learn a little bit more about strengthening your rotator cuff muscles. So hopefully you found this video helpful to learn how to strengthen your shoulder muscles a little bit more effectively. If you found the video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you can get notified of our future videos. Thanks for watching and have a great day.